Okay, how about this? Tennessee's Republican Party has officially removed 3 congressional hopefuls from the GOP primary ballot. One of those hopefuls is my next guest, Robby Starbuck, who took to Twitter to express his dismay, saying, in part, quote, "They declared war on Tennessee voters. It's not about me. It's about you, and I'll fight for you, your right to vote." Tennessee congressional candidate Robby Starbuck joining me now. Well, hey, man, so Tennessee's GOP removed you, former State Department spokeswoman Morgan Ortagus, and a small business owner by the name of Baxter Lee from the primary ballot. Why did they do this?
Well, it's ludicrous. The premise under which they're doing it is an obscure bylaw that essentially is meant to keep Democrats from pretending to be Republicans and running as Republicans. So it's kind of a way to catch them if they try to sneak in and do that. They're using that bylaw, and essentially what the bylaw does is it leaves it at the discretion of the SEC members. So it asks you for vouching letters or proof of a certain type of voting record, and then it goes to an SEC group, and in this case it was 16 people plus the chairman as a tiebreaker, and you have to get a simple majority of those votes confirming you are Republican. Now, what's the problem with that? Inside the district, you have a lot of horse trading between people and backroom politics, and somebody came up with the idea to go ahead and use this Democrat, catch-all that's supposed to get them out of our elections to catch us instead, the leaders in the race, especially Morgan and I, we're polling at the top, and to clear the path for some people who are going to be controllable by the Tennessee GOP.
So it looks to me like this is being done not to weed out Democrats, but to weed out Trump-backed candidates and conservatives. That's the Tennessee GOP wants nothing to do with conservatives or President Trump.
It's hard to take anything else from this that they're getting rid of us. We're the ones that I think President Trump, we have the closest relationship with the Trump family. Donald Trump Jr. tweeted out yesterday in defense of myself and Morgan saying they need to be on the ballot, period. The idea that we're not Republicans is frankly not just condescending to the voters, but it's honestly disgusting with all the work that myself, I've done. Morgan is my opponent, but she's done a lot of work for President Trump. You can't just pretend we're not Republicans. The way America's supposed to work is we let the voters decide. We put this to them and we trust them. And essentially what the GOP and the state executive committee is telling our voters in District 5 is we don't trust you. And if you break that down even more, it's we don't trust you because you're either stupid or dangerous. And I'm not sure which they believe our voters are, but our voters are very smart here and they know exactly what is going on. This is backroom dealing, and it's the type of toxic politics that should come from Democrats and dictators, not Republicans.
Well, maybe you aren't Republicans. Maybe you're conservatives. Maybe they're behaving like the real Republicans, not worthy of the conservative base's vote or support or money. Maybe they're behaving like the real Republicans. Since the GOP is a private club, is there any legal action you can take?
We are taking legal action. Everybody will see next week. We're going to go pretty aggressively at this because I believe that the people have a right to be able to vote for who they want to vote for. And there are multiple, sort of predicates for a lawsuit. They're treating candidates differently. And I think that there's room in there for equal protection. There's also an argument to be made that the SEC is an elected body. They're elected in the voting booth and they have to be held to things like the Open Meetings Act. And I think that, we've got to fight for our 14th Amendment rights, and we've got to be really smart about this and really go aggressively to set a standard for the future that you can't do this. Because although they might be a club, they're affecting elections in the long run that, a candidate like me, they're trying to prevent me from being able to run as anything else as well. So what they're really trying to do is lock you out of the election altogether, which I think is a violation of our constitutional rights.
Well, I interviewed a mutual friend of ours, the founder of Brave Books, Trent Talbot, on the Salcedo Storm podcast. He mentioned that you were very passionate about parental school choice and that you were very, very articulate on this topic. Give me some examples of what you would like to do if you can get past the squishes in the Tennessee GOP.
Well, what we need is no strings attached school choice, and nothing like the past where it's negotiating with these unions who, frankly, are the reason our kids are being indoctrinated in school. We need to unleash choice to parents across America, because if you imagine the societal effects down the line, the effect it has on crime rates and the types of jobs these kids get, what happens when you take a group of kids, let's just talk about a values basis. If you say you take 100% of the kids in public school right now, and you give their parents the ability to homeschool with that money instead, and that parent now stays home, and you have 15% of kids who do that, and then you have another, let's say 35%, who go ahead and take their kids to a private school. Maybe they couldn't afford the $20,000 a year for private school, but now they can afford the $4,000 difference between the public school tuition and the private school. Well, guess what? About 50% of our children who were in public school before, having our values being destroyed in front of them, are now having our values being affirmed to them. And so the result of that is going to be kids who grow up loving their family's values instead of hating them and going off to college and becoming crazy leftists. I think that the societal value here of maintaining a traditional culture is something that it's a moral imperative, but beyond that, this is a civil rights issue as well, because in minority communities, the way these public schools get away with performing is disgusting. And we've got to fix it and get to a place where we provide that equal opportunity, not equal outcomes. Give that opportunity and let people go run with the opportunity. As a child myself of a Latina immigrant without money, I was able to graduate years early through special programs that no longer exist anymore because Democrats say that they're racist. And so, you can't make this stuff up. You've got to give people choice and let the American people achieve the American dream again.
Well, Mr. Starbuck, I can see why the squishes in the Tennessee GOP fear you so much. You see, I got a problem with the Republicans in my state of Texas, too. They're stabbing parents in the back here, colluding with socialists to make sure that we parents can't get control over our child's education. They need to be beaten back. Robby Starbuck, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate the time.